everyone, I hope you're all doing really well and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Becca, I'm a professional pet portrait and wildlife artist specialising in colour pencil drawings of animals. So these next few weeks are quite exciting actually. So those of you that have watched my previous few vlogs, you'll know that I recently had an exhibition down in London. I was part of the annual summer exhibition at the Green and Stone Gallery in Chelsea, and with that came the opportunity to teach my own workshop at that gallery. So if I hadn't done that exhibition, then this opportunity wouldn't have come around. I'm going to split this vlog into two different ones. So this is going to be part one, where I'm going to be like preparing for my workshop and basically taking it up to the point where I'm just about to start teaching. Part two of this vlog is going to be me actually teaching a bit of the workshop and yeah, how it went, and I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. So if you're an artist and doing a workshop or teaching like in-person classes is something that you are interested in but you don't know how it works or where to start, then hopefully you'll find this video helpful. This is actually my first like in-person art class or workshop ever. I've been teaching online for nearly 2.5 years now, so I feel like I know what I'm talking about with confidence. I know how to teach people, but teaching people in person is very different to online because you can't edit anything out. You've just got to go for it really. So preparation and organising is going to be key to make me feel more relaxed and like I'm not leaving everything last minute. So my workshop is on the 5th of October at the Green and Stone Gallery in Chelsea. The class is going to last for 2.5 hours, and the exhibition that's going to be in the gallery whilst I'm doing my workshop in the evening is an artist who does giant paintings of horses. So I wanted my workshop to be something kind of horse related. So I thought I might draw a little horse's eye study, and hopefully we get that done within the 2.5 hours. So I wanted to practice drawing what I'm going to be teaching first before I actually just go in the class and then start doing it, just so I've got more of an idea on the materials, the colours, and in what order I'm going to be doing everything in. So I've got more of a structure to how I'm going to be teaching. So I've already practiced drawing this one, I've recorded it, filmed it, taught my way through it. So the gallery is kindly supplying most of the materials that I need for the workshop. They don't supply the paper that I use, so that's why I'm cutting it down and bringing it with me. But yeah, so because I've done this horse eye study, I was able to do my materials list, just listing all of the pencils and all of the colours and other materials that I like to use as well, just so we're fully prepared when I get down there. So I think I'm going to start cutting more of these down to size, so I've got them prepared, and then after I've got all of these prepared, I literally need to draw out every single outline on every single one, which is going to take me a while, but I just feel like, again, preparation, when I'm down there, everyone could just get straight stuck in with the colour pencils and not have to worry about getting the right proportions or the kind of accurate outlines. They'll already be there for them. So I've just finished cutting them all out. I actually used all the offcuts that I've had from like my other like bigger pieces of paper. It's all just been in a drawer for like months and months and months. So it's been a good opportunity to use some of that paper. So yeah, what I need to do now is print out the actual image of the horse, kind of figure out if I am going to crop it or not, and then print the image out quite a few times so everyone has one. And maybe print it out a little bit bigger as well, so people can see it on a bigger scale and on a smaller scale. And then I literally need to draw out every single outline on each of these, which will take me quite a while. But yeah, maybe I'll leave that till another day. So I've got all my colours out ready that I used for the little horse eye study that I've already done. I've actually drawn it out again, but this time on a slightly smaller scale. So the actual paper is still 6 by 6 inches. But the actual image that we're going to be drawing is actually 3 by 3 inches, so it's quite a lot smaller, just so we definitely get it done in the time frame of 2.5 hours. I think that's mainly what I'm worried about. So yeah, I'm going to record this now and see if I get it done within sort of 2 hours. And then if I do, I can relax a little bit more then. So yeah, I'll show you it when I'm done. So my pencils have just arrived. Usually about twice a year I do a huge pencil order, as you can see. So these are literally full. I got a few extra for the workshop, just ones that the gallery didn't have. They're providing most of the materials, but I just wanted to bring some of my own pencils as well, just as a few extras, just so everyone's got one of each colour and they've got exactly what they need. This is my materials list, so I'm going to go through all these colours and count out the quantities of each one that I need, and then compare that to the materials list that the gallery's also sent through with the quantities of the pencils that they've got, and then yeah, see if I need to order any more, but I think we should be just about alright. So I've got the horse images ready to print out. I thought I'd print it out the same size as what we're going to be drawing, and also a lot bigger so we can see more of that detail. So I'll show you what I've done. So it's quite good really, because Jackson's Art, where I got all my pencils from, they give you them in these little boxes, so it's going to be quite good to like transport them down in. So I've got basically 3 of these full of my pencils, all elasticated together in terms of colours. I've never been this organised in my life. I can literally go to the gallery, set up straight away because we've got all the colours separated, and then yeah, should be good to go. So I think you've already seen me cut all of these down to size. So I've got all these, I still need to draw them out, which is also my plan for today. So I've drawn the horse eye that we're going to be doing twice. I did it the first time, which was like 4 by 4 inches, but it took me about 3 hours, and the class is 2.5 hours, and ideally I want the drawing time to be about 2 hours so I can kind of get up and help people in between and have a bit of a break as well in between, because obviously it's quite a long time to sit and draw for 2.5 hours like in a class without a break. So I did it again, but this is 3 by 3 inches. I just kind of cropped the image a little bit, so the actual eye is probably a similar size, but there's just less fur around it. But we're still using like the same main techniques, it's just on a much smaller scale, and this took me just under 2.5 hours. It took me like 2 hours 20. So we'll see, hopefully we can all get it done. But if not, and if people wanted to go back and redo it or try it again, then I thought I would also do a booklet. So this is what I've also been working on last night as well. So this is what I've got so far, just a bit of a booklet that I'm also going to print out to give to each person, which is going to have the full materials list on it, just so we can definitely check that everyone's got one of each of what we need. And then whilst I was recording this smaller one, I took some pictures of like the main sort of steps to it, so you can kind of see it coming together like that. So I've just kind of put some of these pictures, this is like a really awkward angle to hold it up at, but I've kind of put some of these pictures on a bit of a booklet, like 3 on each page, and you can kind of gradually see it becoming more and more lifelike as we progress through the eye. I'm kind of conscious that everyone works at different paces as well, so I didn't want people to feel like they were behind or they wanted to kind of get a few steps in front if they're quicker. So yeah, you can listen to me demonstrating it and talking my way through, and also use this booklet as well as a bit of extra help. So I've got all the images ready, I just need to add all the little descriptions of like what colours and what actual techniques and steps I've done differently. So our plan today is to draw all of these out, which I think is going to take me quite a while, to finish this booklet, which again I think is going to take me maybe about an hour or so, and then I want to get everything printed out and put into a folder, and then we're pretty much ready to go on Thursday. Today is currently Monday, so I've got a few days still to prepare, but I don't want to leave everything till last minute, so I want to get it all done today in preparation. But yeah, I'm excited. It feels like it's come around so quickly. So the little horse eye study that I did, I filmed and recorded throughout, as well as talking my way through it, so I know exactly what colours I used and what techniques I used at each step. So I'm basically just putting that into the form of a booklet, just as another extra way for people to follow along throughout the workshop. So I've actually just finished drawing out all of the outlines for my workshop, which are all here. It took me quite a while, just because I want to make sure they're all exactly the same, all the proportions are perfect. So yeah, but that's one big task that I've got done, ready for Thursday. But I just thought I'd show you quickly how I actually get those initial outlines. I've tried a lot of methods over the years, like the grid method. I've tried just drawing freehand, and then I've found, you know, over the years that the quickest way for me is to use transfer paper. Some people call it carbon paper, it's basically the same thing. So what you do, I've just got a scrap piece of paper just to show you, that I'm just going to secure in place with a bit of masking tape either side. So basically you want to put this transfer paper and secure that in place sort of over the top of your paper. You want to print out the image that you're going to be drawing to scale, so make sure it's the right size, and then you want to put that over the top, and then again secure that in place with a bit of masking tape, just at like either edge. You want to make sure you've got quite a sharp pencil and literally just draw over the main sort of lines and shapes that you can see within that image. That's going to give you like the perfectly proportioned outlines that you can draw into. If I just do a little bit here, and then I'll remove the transfer paper so you can literally see the marks underneath that are being currently transferred onto my Fabriano paper. This is what I do for all my commissions, all my outlines for tutorials. I've just found it's the quickest way that still gives you the most accurate outlines. If I just lift that up now, you can probably just about see some of those initial outlines that I've drawn in. Obviously, if you can't tell already, this is a very, very well used piece of transfer paper. I've got a bigger sheet in my drawer, but just because this is a small little piece that I'm doing, I've just used my smallest piece of transfer paper that I've got. If it was a new one, then the lines will be a lot darker, but because this is so well used, it kind of keeps the lines really faint, which is actually quite good for all the detailed drawings that I'm doing, because I don't really want any like really harsh initial outline showing through. If I just take this off and show you a bit more of a close-up, then you can just about see those little lines that I've drawn in there. So my booklet is currently printing. I finished it off last night, so I'm just printing all of the booklets out and stapling them together. This is what's printed so far. I thought I'd actually show you the first one that's finished and stapled together. So we've got the front cover, we've got the full materials list, and then I start explaining sort of step by step each colour and each technique throughout the little horse eye study drawing. My idea is that we're going to do the eye, have a little bit of a break, and then make a start on that surrounding fur. So it probably looks like a lot more steps than there actually is, but I've just tried to simplify it as much as possible. So yeah, and then I've left my Patreon, my Instagram, and a link to the tutorial, which is this one. So if they want to do it again or just finish little bits off, then they can do. Yeah, I've got plenty more of these to do, but this is the first one. So as each page prints, I'm just placing the latest one behind each of the booklets, so everything's just in order, ready for me to staple together like this one. So I've just finished packing my case for tomorrow. Let's see if it shuts. Yeah, probably will do just about. Just need to still get some stuff in the morning, so I'm going to keep it open for now. I've got my desk tripod in here, and I've also got all my pencils packed away in it under there as well. So I've packed everything ready for tomorrow. We're setting off quite early tomorrow to go down to London. I'm really excited with how it's going to go tomorrow. So yeah, it's not long off now. I will be uploading a part 2 where I'll take you actually through the workshop. Hopefully I get some clips from the actual workshop and I can talk about how it went afterwards. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, and I'll be back very shortly with part 2.